So Salish, how has it been? Just you've gotten this meteoric rise in popularity recently. I don't know if 2 years ago it's safe to say you weren't getting stopped and recognized everywhere you go, to now your videos have tens of millions of views on them. What has that transition looked like from not being as known to now being as popular as you are?
Well, I think it's been I really like it because I think it's very nice of them to come up, and I really like that they watch me and they care. So I think it's really nice. Sometimes they come up when I'm at gymnastics, and I think that's really great. Yeah, I really like it.
And is it hard to balance having a family life and friends and doing all the things that you're passionate about while also trying to film?
Yeah, I definitely try to balance it out, and I kind of try to keep it separate. I don't really like filming at my where I go to gymnastics stuff, and I don't really like filming with my friends. So I don't really talk about it with them because I kind of like having separate paths with them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I remember, being 12, 13, 14 myself, I didn't think my parents were the coolest people. And I think a lot of young people don't really want to hang out with their parents. But you get to hang out with your dad and your brother all the time. So do you think your dad is the coolest person on the planet? I know you like to
Definitely
make fun of...
not.
What about me? What about me?
No.
Yeah,
What?
she bashes me in the videos, and that's no joke.
What's it like working with your dad and your brother?
I really like it because I think it's brought us closer and we get to see each other more.
I think going back to the question about working together, obviously she started doing the channel fairly regularly when she was 10 and a half, and now she's almost 13. There's going to be a transition there as well. Hudson has his own channel, so he does his own thing. He joins us sometimes, but his path is his content. And for me, if you look at a video from 2 years ago versus now, you'll see much less screen time of me now than it was 2 years ago, because inevitably I would imagine becoming behind the camera and allowing her to take over the channel for her journey as a teenager, because I don't know that a 16-year-old is going to be wanting to hang out and beat up her dad as part of the content. So there's a natural evolution,
right,
where I don't expect that it will always be us, and she might just take it and run with it on her own.
Hudson, I know you've had some incredible experiences, and just watching your journey on YouTube has been amazing. You're crushing it. You're doing so well. I've also recently saw you get to ask Mr. Beast a question in front of a live audience, and you're getting to experience all these cool things that I'm sure a lot of young people would love to experience. What has been the coolest moment that's come from you having this YouTuber?
I think being interviewed by Colin and Samir was, I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Yeah, I know Colin and Samir, yeah.
Dude, I had seen, I think it's safe to say almost every one of their videos coming up. To that period. And then it was just a few months ago, and they just asked me a few questions about YouTube and, storytelling and all that type of thing. And it really just being able to be interviewed by someone who had inspired me so much just in my own content journey. I don't know. It was just such a tremendous experience. It didn't even feel real because I had been so used to just watching their videos and then, having them ask a question and then having someone else answer it. And then being having to answer it myself was a whole new experience. But I think that overall was a really turning moment.
And I know so many young people want to be YouTubers as careers. It's unbelievable as to how that's the most common response, either athlete, gamer, YouTuber. At what point did you know that you wanted that to be your career, if that is an accurate statement?
I don't know. I don't know if I can give you an exact time. It's more so I really love it. So much of what I think about it is just YouTube or, analytics or how to make the best video. Probably about 4 or 5 months ago, it really just kicked in, my just burning passion for it. And so since then, I've honestly just been hyper obsessing over it. So I don't know. It's kind of like a generic answer, but I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint an exact time, but kind of, I don't know. I love it. And just being able to be surrounded by people who do it naturally and talk to so many other creators constantly has just really been able to fuel my passion for it.
I feel like what's happening on YouTube and the way people are creating today is just transformed from, where it started What do you think today makes a great video?
I think there's like a shift in like people who are really high up at like creators are kind of shifting from just analytics to, you know, telling like just a great story and not as much worrying about the analytics. I'd say the most important thing for me is focus on the algorithm or, you know, the algorithm or like focus on analytics, get a really, really good understanding of, you know, what's audience retention, APV versus AVD, you know, things like that, click-through rate. All huge. And so really make your video coexisting with the algorithm or with analytics and focus on how to make the best video that has to do with that. Because that's when you'll see like really, you know, big success. I know my views skyrocketed when I started like really obsessing over the like real-time analytics. And then also try to come up with a way to tell a good story. And that's like such a, you know, generic answer. But I think, you know, if there's like a really strong reason that's related to the piece of content that you're making, and that thing at the end, like there's a reason to watch the whole video until the end, that's like interrelated with the type of video you're making, I think doing something like that is just, it's going to be huge, and you know, you'll see your retention skyrocket and things like. I mean, there's like a million like little things I could say, but I mean, it's honestly just about like studying analytics, getting a really good understanding about that, watching other creators that share your audience, and then really just, you know, understanding how to tell a good story, and then just do it. Like just make, you know, 50, 100 videos before you're going to make like, you know, 100 videos before you see any success at all. So it's kind of just get out there and just start making videos. There's no
great
other way.
advice.
Yeah.